Welcome to this field report, substituting for your general's report. First Friday of every month. Written and read by Alexander Robertson on the Poets at War Creative Network.
Good morning, everyone. This is Alex coming at you with a field report this week in lieu of Creators and Crusaders. We did conduct an interview this week with Pastor Toby Sumter, actually, but unfortunately, because of a couple of technical errors, we are unable to air the interview. However, I am working on a summary of that interview that will explain kind of what we talked about, because it was a really good conversation, and I think that there's some very important points for artists and people like me, artist adjacents, to learn from. We're also working on a bunch of other stuff with Poets at War. Joshua is working on reformatting the channels. As you can tell, this is now called The Brood of Writers instead of Joshua David Ling, Poetic Storyteller. He's working on a channel that will be for his video essays, and then another channel that will be for some other things that we're not going to get into quite yet. But in order to give you guys something to munch on this week, I have a recommendation for you. It's a book called The Utopia of Usurers by G.K. Chesterton. It's a series of essays that he published in a socialist newspaper back whenever he was alive, critiquing both capitalism and socialism. It's definitely worth reading. It was very interesting. Chesterton, as always, is incredibly witty, and I just think that it's something that everyone would benefit from reading. There's a couple of others that are talking about distributism, Hilaire Belloc's The Servile State, that's what it is, as well as another book by Chesterton called The Outline of Sanity that is excellent. Not to be confused with a biography of Chesterton that is also called The Outline of Sanity. But I think that there's a lot of stuff in there that's good for artists to think about the issues that we have with modern society and what are some ways that we could think about acting in order to fix these issues. So, once again, sorry that there's no Creators and Crusaders this week, but hopefully you can get something out of one of those books, because they're all really good. So, until next time, do not turn to the right or to the left. Be your family's bard. Do not turn to the right or to the left, and the Lord will be with you wherever you may go. See you next time in the trenches on Poets at War.
This has been a field report by Alexander Robertson on the Poets at War Creative Network. For more, visit joshuadavidling.com.